up, y'all? It's DJ MV.
And I am Gia Casey.
And this is another edition of the Casey Crew.
Welcome. Hello, beautiful people.
Yes, and let me shout out to our sponsor, Custom Candle Co. We appreciate you guys for making this room smell good, giving us light, and just creative ideas. I mean, the fact that you take recycled liquor bottles and champagne bottles and making the candles, and the fact that you're sponsoring us, we appreciate it. Now, if you want something like this for a cool gift for Mother's Day, or hey, you might need to keep the lights on your house because we don't know what the hell is going to go on, you could definitely hit up Custom Candle Co. We appreciate you, Marcy. Thank you so much. All right. And if you, right here, it'll be, you'll see Custom Candle Co. All right. Now, I know you guys, we're still locked down. We're quarantined. We came to the office. We're not
quarantined.
Well, we came to the office when nobody was here.
It's a big word. We're not quite quarantined.
But we quarantine ourselves. We've been in the house for the last.
We're self-quarantined.
We're self-quarantining.
Okay.
So we had to come in when nobody was here. It's just the four of us. The cameraman, S. Dot. My assistant Benz, and then us, and that's pretty much it. And the reason we wanted to do this is we just figured that there's so many of you guys at home with nothing to do. You might be tired of watching TV, tired of watching movies, listening to the radio. You wanted some new content, so we drove to the office to continue to give you this content, and we'll continue to give you the content until they really shut the roads down and won't allow us to drive here and do what we got to do. So hopefully you enjoy it, and if you haven't caught up and heard, the first podcast, I think we're at 140 something. Listen to them all. They're all different. They're all about our lives, about relationships, the ups and downs, the shit that we go through, the good shit, the bad shit, and everything. So we'd love to get your feedback, and you can always email us if you have questions or you need relationship advice or any type of advice. It's thekcrew@gmail.com, TheeKCrew@gmail.com. We're super bummed about Jamaica not happening, but we all know it just can't happen right now.
My heart is broken.
Yeah.
I think I was looking more forward to it than anyone.
Yeah. I mean, I would love to see you guys. So we worked to get everybody back their money. And maybe we'll try to do another one later on down the line. We just don't know how long this is going to last.
Yeah.
We don't know how long, we're going to be stuck in the house. So, instead of holding your money and saying, oh, wait till the next one, we just rather give it back.
Yeah.
And then figure it out later on. So we were pretty bummed about that. It would have been dope. Beanie Man, Major Hype, Rip Michael, Little Mo. I mean, it would have been a lot of fun.
No, we worked really hard, so it's really disappointing.
Yeah. So what we wanted to talk about was something that we teased 2 weeks ago. This was about if your kids are successful. So you have kids, you raise them, you take them to the games, you do all the things that a parent is supposed to do. Your kids become super successful, whatever that means, make a lot of money. Do they owe you anything? That is the question. Now, Gia and I look at this differently.
Very differently.
So break down how you look at it.
Well, I was raised by very selfless parents. Mm-hmm. And when I hear myself talking about this, mm-hmm. I hear my mother's voice ringing through my head. And I knew that my mother never, ever expected anything from me or my brother once we became adults.
Okay.
I think that she looked at it like, I raise you. I put everything that I have into you. And it's for the reason that you become self-sufficient. Mm-hmm. I educate you. I indulge your talents. I put you on a pedestal. We travel. I expose you to all types of different things. And I do that because I'm investing in you so that at one point, when you become an adult, you'll be able to flourish, create your own life, carry that torch, and then invest into your children. Mm-hmm. It's a selfless thing to do. I don't feel as though it's an investment that I would ever want to be paid back on. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think that it's important that you go into parenthood with the mindset of raising children so that they can move on and do for themselves and their families, not because you want something in return.
See, I look at it differently. I look at it as, and this is going to sound crazy, a kid, our children, I look at them as not only my children, but also my investments. Meaning I invest in them so they can have a big future.
Right.
So if I'm doing what parents are supposed to do, go over and beyond, try to put them in the best schools, give them the best education, let them see the world the best way that they can. Do all the stuff, taking them baseball games, football games, soccer games, spelling bees,
Swimming, gymnastics, everything. Yes, we do all of that.
All of that
Wonderful.
stuff, right? Right now, since we're at home, it's Movie Mondays, Taco Tuesday, it's Wacky Wednesday, it's Thoughtful Thursdays, it's Pizza Friday, it's Saturday, Daddy on my neck, Sunday, it's Daddy wears a tutu to make my daughters happy. Whatever it takes to make my daughters smile, I do. I'm a dad's dad. I'm out there, whatever it takes. Cool.
Yes. And you had children. That was your choice. That was your decision. So you're supposed to do the best for them. You brought them into this world.
Correct. And I do beyond the best for them.
Okay.
I go over and beyond.
You do.
For my little babies.
You
right?
do.
So now, if my son, Logan Casey, who I'm sure you've seen on Instagram, me playing him in basketball, you see him in the training that I have him do. I mean, I remember a couple of years ago, I hired somebody to pick him up, to take him to practice every day. Practice was 45 minutes away usually, but in traffic, it took an hour and a half to get him to practice so he can play football and then come all the way back. Not too many parents do that, right?
The person that you hired is sitting in this room.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
Ben's. That was Ben's, right?
We're talking about you.
Right. So Ben's
5 days a week. She drove from Long Island to New Jersey to pick Logan up, to take him to his practice, and then bring him back home, and then drive back to Long Island.
Then not only that, on weekends, she found trainers that were speed and agility trainers, strength training, and all that to make sure that he was strong. You know, coaches always come up to me and say, yo, how is his hands? How can he catch the balls? The footballs. That sounded crazy. I'm just clearing it up. How can he catch footballs so nice? But Benz has been training him for so long. When he couldn't play football, he was training. He was working on his speed, working on catching, working on his strength. So the boy can catch like no other. All the things that we did. So now, if this young man decides he wants to play football professionally or basketball professionally, or if he wants to become a doctor or a lawyer or whatever it may be, and he's making millions and millions and millions of dollars, more money than his dad, right? Right?
I'm listening.
So what do I expect? I expect if I'm into something, let's say everybody knows I'm into cars, right? My son makes it big and he says, you know what? I'm going to buy a LaFerrari. I would expect my son that I invested all his time and money to be like, you know what? I fuck with my dad. I love my dad. You know what? Give me two. Give me one for my pop and one for me. That's what I expect.
Would it be a nice thing to do? Yes, it would be a nice thing to do. If he did that, would I suggest that you refuse the present? No, I don't. But for you to expect it, I don't want anything from my children. I would rather him take the money that he would buy me a LaFerrari with and invest more in himself, or invest more in things that he's into, or maybe another car that he likes. If you don't stop with this hand sanitizer.
You're getting too close to me.
Oh my gosh.
If you don't, too close to me. You're getting real close. You're getting real close.
You and this hand. This is like the 10th time that you've done this in an hour. Look, it's like you're taking it too far.
You're getting close. You're getting close. Give me,
no, because it's ridiculous.
And I'm just telling you, if you own a store and you have hand sanitizer, I'm going to take some of your hand sanitizer and put it in my.
He carries this around everywhere. He's jacking everyone's hand sanitizer. Grocery stores, beware. Okay, your Purell is not safe.
I gotta stay clean. Okay. I want to make sure. But go ahead. Thank you.
But to expect
correct
your son to do that, like I said, I would rather him take that money, his money, and spend it on his family, spend it on his wife, spend it on himself. Take that money, put it towards a vacation. You're talking about investing in them so that there's a return on your investment. Me, I invest in them so that they could have the biggest and best life.
Okay,
for themselves.
Yes, for themselves.
We work hard so we can support ourselves. If we want to buy a car that we want, we should be able to do that for ourselves.
True.
We shouldn't look to our young children to provide for us.
Not young. One is 18, one is 16. They're not young.
They're young. They're young. When we're 70 and they're 50, 52, 53, 54, whatever they are, I'm not looking for my young children, younger than I am, so relatively they're young compared to me, to support me or to buy things for me. We're creating a decent life for ourselves and for them.
Okay.
We should be able to do that for ourselves. Why do you need your child to purchase something for you? I mean, now listen, if we're struggling, if we need something that we can't afford ourselves, something of that nature, then yes, of course, you would expect your child who's doing well to fill those gaps. It's like one hand washes the other. I took care of you when you were young, and now maybe you're taking care of me when I'm older and maybe I'm on hard times. I understand that. But if we're doing decent and we could take care of ourselves, I don't want nothing from my kids. Nothing.
You don't get nothing. Then I want. I'm serious. If my kids are doing well and they're making it, yes, look out for look out for Pappy. Look out for mom. Well, mommy don't want nothing.
But why can't Pappy look out for himself?
I'm not. I don't have to. That's what I got them for.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not. Pass me the phone, please. Can you pass me his phone? What I want to do, if you don't mind, we have a lot of people that listen to us and watch us and always want to chime in, but can never chime in, right? So what I want to do is, I got it. What I want to do is, why you just touch me too? You just touched me too.
Well, here comes the Purell.
I'm going to use some of that Purell, right? And I want to talk to some of these people, if you don't mind.
Okay. So wait, what are you doing exactly?
First, let me see if my son answers.
Oh, okay.
Okay, of course my son. Okay. Hey, Logan.
Hi.
You're on the podcast right now.
Hey, boo. Wait, I can't see him.
I want to see your face. Let me see.
You have to move it over.
Let me see your face. All right, so we got Logan on the line. Now, Logan.
Yeah,
Now, you know you're my favorite 16-year-old son, correct?
that's right.
Now, so we were talking. Now, when you make it to the league, right, in the NFL, and you're making millions and millions of dollars, right?
Right.
What are you going to do with that money? Does your mom and dad get any of that money?
They do.
Why?
They get 25%.
Why is that?
25%.
Why?
Why 25%?
Because you guys put me into the training. You guys invested your time and your money into me.
So you're going to give us 25% of every check that you make?
You get 25%
Of everything that you make?
of everything.
From here until infinity?
Yep.
See? I like that boy.
And do you think that, call Maddie, she's going to give you a whole different answer. And you think that that's fair?
Yeah.
And you don't think that when you're 35, and how many kids do you want, Logan?
4.
You want 4 kids. So when you're 35 and you have your wife and your 4 children, you don't think that that 25% that we put into you, that you're planning on repaying us with, would be better suited to go towards your wife and your 4 children?
They got 75% more. They got the other 75%.
75% of a major league contract, of a national league contract.
Mm-hmm.
They don't get paid nothing.
Hmm?
They don't get paid nothing.
Well, you can give daddy 12.5%. And
Okay.
my 12.5% you can keep for yourself and for your wife and your 4 children.
No, you got to give me that other 25. Just give me the whole 25%. I love you, bro. I'll talk to you later. Peace.
Peace.
See, that's what I'm talking about. See, that he understands. He understands.
Call Maddie.
Maddie, I'm sure, is not dressed or whatever.
It doesn't matter. Maddie might have a mud mask on her face, but it's okay. Earlier, she was walking around looking like a Martian.
Hold on 1 second. So now we have my lovely daughter on the line. Madison, you're my favorite 18-year-old. You know I love you so much.
I love you too.
So we're talking...
Let's see exactly how much.
Okay.
Go ahead, ask the question.
So we're talking about, kids and them making a lot of money later on in the future.
So, hold on. So, Maddie, when you get older, potentially you want to be a real estate mogul, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, proceed with your line of questioning.
Now, you want to be a real estate mogul, and I'm so proud of you. And you're going to learn so much from me and Caesar and everybody else. So now you become this multi-millionaire.
Let's not make it multi. Like, let's say you're earning, like, let's say $2 million a year.
You're doing great, right? You're doing wonderful out there. Now, what do you do with your money? Do you give your parents any of that money? So when you go buy a Ferrari, do you say, hey, I'm going to get my dad a Ferrari because I know he loves Ferraris? When you go get yourself a Birkin, do you say, wow, do you have one for my mother? And go get your mom a Birkin as well?
Yes.
Now, do you mean that?
Yes, I would. I actually would.
Okay. Consistently or here and there? Are we talking about Christmas and birthdays and maybe our anniversary or something? You're just talking about on the regular.
Like a Birkin a month?
No, well, you can't get a Birkin a month if you tried, but you know what I mean. Like for no particular reason.
I mean, if I had a lot of money, yeah.
Exactly. And that's my point. These are our kids. They love us. Just like when I go to Chick-fil-A, I don't just get Chick-fil-A for me. I get Chick-fil-A for my daughter as well because I love her so much.
There's a difference between Chick-fil-A and a Ferrari, though.
It doesn't matter.
If you want me to get you Chick-fil-A all the time, I will get you Chick-fil-A.
All right. So you answered that way because you are a kind, loving offspring, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And now let me ask you this. Do you feel as though you're obligated to do it because we raised you and raised you a certain way?
No.
See?
You wouldn't feel obligated?
No. I wouldn't, because you do things for me out of the kindness of your heart. I wouldn't do it just because, like, oh, they did it for me, now I have to do it for them. I would do it because I feel like you guys were so nice to me, now I want to be so nice to you now that I have the means to do so.
See, that's
But you make it seem as though it's an obligation.
It is an obligation. Let me tell you why.
She's saying it's not an obligation.
I'm obligated to put it through NYU. I don't want to put it through NYU. I'd rather put it at another school that was going to give her a free ride. But I'm obligated because that's my little baby.
No, you're not obligated.
And she is. Just like,
no, you're not obligated.
Just like Madison.
Excuse me. It's a choice that you're making.
Okay, it's a choice.
That's a choice.
She's going to make a smart choice.
It's not an obligation.
But I think it's a smart choice. She's going to do it. Just like Maddie. Right?
Mm-hmm.
When daddy gets older and he poo-poos on himself, are you going to wipe my butt?
She's not going to. She's going to hire somebody.
No, I'm not going to, but I will hire somebody to do that for you.
So, I mean, but still, she's looking out for her father. She knows how much her dad loves cars, and she's going to make sure if she buys something, she's going to buy something for me because that's what kids should do for their parents.
But now, Maddie, hold on. Do you think that kids should do it, or is that just what you would do?
I don't think that kids should do it. Like buying a Ferrari is extreme. Like, I would do it.
Well, let's say, okay, like, let's not talk about a Ferrari. Like, that's really extreme. Daddy's kind of just kidding around. But
I mean, I don't think that kids should do it.
You don't think that it's like a
obligation?
That
no.
it should be expected. Let's put it that way. Do you think that it should be expected from parents?
No, I don't think so.
I don't care about any other kids. I'm talking about my kids. My kids better.
Well, we're talking about our kids. We're talking about their kids. We're talking about kids in general.
I don't know how they raise their kids. Some people out there might not fuck with their kids, and then when their kids get big, they be like, I want this.
Let's just talk about your general good parent that has put
the time,
love,
and effort,
kindness,
and
effort into their children.
And their kids pop, yes, they should take care of their parents.
Now, do you think they should take care of their parents?
Yeah, I think that they should.
You just said they shouldn't. Well,
no,
do you think it should be expected?
I don't think it should be expected, but I think that the kids should.
Okay. All right.
Just like this, Maddie, we all know people that live in areas that are poverty stricken, live in the hood. Their kid makes it out the hood. They should make sure their mom is taken out the hood, not just it should be a nice gesture.
When you
motherfucker. Oh, excuse my friend.
But you also don't know how close a child is to their parent.
Right.
Well, that, of course, all that has to be taken into consideration. But now you're remixing it
I'm not remixing
a little
anything.
bit. No, you're talking about the hood. When you say the hood, that kind of implies that it's less than safe, or that, an older person wouldn't be living maybe in the most comfortable of circumstances.
It doesn't.
Do you know what I mean? So, you take your parents out the hood. Yeah, if your child's a millionaire and if a parent is still in the hood, then yes, I actually think that a child should take their parents out of the hood.
Thank you, Maddie.
Thanks, baby. Love you.
Oh, that's all?
Yep, that's it. He's
I love
hanging
you
up on you.
guys.
Can she say goodbye
Bye,
before you hang
mama.
up? Stop. Bye.
Bye, love you.
Love you too, boo-boo.
Love you more.
Bye.
He's just about to hang up on you, though. In that situation, yes, I think that you should.
Now let's do something different. A lot of people ask and they have comments of the things that we talk about. Now we can actually go live on Instagram and talk to them. So let's go live to the people on Instagram.
And see what they think.
And let's give it a sit. You are live. So people, let me just slide over a little bit. I got to keep my thing because I'm too close to you right now.
Can you stop?
All right, I'll stop. All right. So it's ramping up. People are saying hey guys, hey. We're going to give it a second. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your time at home with your family. I know some of y'all like, please, I want to go back to work. But I'm actually loving this time.
Hey.
So now, for everybody there, we're waiting. It's at 400. We'll wait for a little bit. All right, it's at 500. We'll wait for a little bit. So guys, we're taping our podcast right now. We are in the crib, and what we decided to do was get you guys a part of the podcast. All right. So today's question, we're talking about if you have kids and your kids make it well, like, they graduated, they have good jobs, they become super duper successful. They're making millions of dollars. Do they owe you anything? Now, I think, yes, if your kids make it, they should definitely make sure their parents are good. They should definitely hit their parents off without a doubt. Yeah, it feels like I'm not taking nothing from my kids. I don't want nothing from my kids. That's what Gia feels. You want to go to some people?
Yeah, let's go to some people, see what they think.
All right, let me see who this is. So I hope all you got your hair did and everything. Let's see who this person is. Shang. Let's see if Shang answers. Shang 37. Shang, I hope you got your makeup on and everything.
It's 10 o'clock at night. She probably doesn't.
She said it says pause due to poor connection. Okay. Sorry, Shang.
Shang. We're taping our podcast, guys. You guys are part of it right now.
Yeah, we're taping our podcast right now.
Can you stop floating in and out of the frame?
Sorry.
Scooch over.
Let's scooch over to you.
You're already violating the 6 feet.
Okay.
It's all right. Come here. See, I can touch him. Touch you. You and this hand sanitizer.
Can you DJ my divorce party now? All right, so we're taping a podcast, so we wanted your guys' feedback. We're talking about if you have kids, right, and your kids are successful, do they owe you anything? That's what we're asking, and we want to go live with some people. So if you have an answer for this, let me know right now, and I'll click you to go live. So hopefully you got your hair did or your makeup, or you don't give a F, because we're gonna put you right on the podcast. All right.
But now we're talking about if your child is doing really, really well, like a millionaire. Let's say they're an entrepreneur, an athlete, or an entertainer, or they discovered the cure for corona or something like that. And they're making a lot of money. And now you're older and you're self-sufficient. You're doing okay. Do you feel as though your kids owe it to you to take care of you, or to give you gifts, or to do extravagant things for you if they can?
Right.
Rashawn thinks that they absolutely owe it to you. He looks at kids as that's an investment. Hey, how are you?
What's your name, bro?
Luke.
Hi, Luke.
Luke, you look like the guy from the Black Eyed Peas. Anybody ever tell you that?
No, never.
Sorry. So, Luke, welcome to our podcast, Luke. We're asking, if you have kids and your kids are successful,
Scooch down.
Do they owe you anything?
It would be nice. I know if I got rich and famous, I would give something to my parents.
Right, because you feel like you would have to. If you became a millionaire and you wanted to buy yourself a Ferrari, wouldn't you be like, Dad, hey, I want to get you one too if you love your dad and your dad took care of you?
Yeah, of course.
Well, we know that most people if they have good hearts, they would want to do something for their parents, or they would want to take care of their parents if their parents were in an unfortunate circumstance. But do you think that they are obligated to, if their parents are self-sufficient? Let's say their parents are living well, living decently, can take care of themselves, can afford their bills and everything else. Do you think that a child owes it to their parents to go above and beyond if their parents aren't in need of it? That's the question.
Well, okay, like I have two parents, and one is not as well taken care of as the other.
Mm-hmm.
So I might help my parent who's doing less well, you know what I mean, than my one that's in a better shape.
But you would take care of both of them, correct?
Yes, both. But like okay, let's say I was just starting out and not as, not there,
Not as
like,
established.
That established. I would probably take care of the one that was less fortunate, you know?
Well, thank you, Luke, for checking in.
All right, thank you. Hey, I listen to y'all all the time, and y'all are so entertaining, and thank y'all.
Thank you, Luke.
Thank you, Luke.
You're going to be on the next podcast, so look out for it, okay?
All right, cool, thanks. Bye.
So now, the next person, don't touch me! Stop touching me!
You're like...
All right, so we're asking, should you take care of your parents if you make it rich? All right, let's go to you.
There's fuzzy stuff on my lip. I'm sorry, guys. It's from this pillow. This pillow is really fuzzy.
Okay, let's go to this person right here.
Okay.
Let's see if they pick up. Damn, they ain't want to pick up already. All right, let's go to, if you want us to pick you, tell us so we can pick you and talk to you.
You give us like a hand wave
emoji
so we know that you want to be picked.
Right. I just don't want to pick people that, don't necessarily want to be picked.
Or a thumbs up or, something. Let us know that you want to go live with us.
Okay. Let's go to you. Waiting for her to connect now, whoever this person is.
Hey!
What's up?
We live!
We live!
We live, boo!
What up?
Hey, you!
We live with DJ Envy, baby!
What up?
He looked like he was just doing push-ups.
Oh my God, I love you all. I love the podcast. I love the family.
Aw.
I love everything. I'm in the studio with my husband. Just got on Instagram and that just happened. I'm just like, oh my God.
So we asking the question. You know the question?
Hey, show him the studio.
Wait a minute.
I know
Who we
they
did?
No, we don't want to see your studio. We don't want to see your studio.
Show him that.
Wait, man. What you say, sir?
Do you know the question, ma'am?
Yeah, so I will take my Deja. This DJ Envy Deja. Yeah,
Hey, Deja.
Hey, Deja.
My daughter say hi.
So now,
Hey, bye.
if your daughter makes it rich,
So Deja.
she makes it rich.
Wait, Deja.
Deja, come in and ask you a question.
Yes,
What do you want to do when you grow up?
I want to be a singer.
Okay.
You want to be a singer. Perfect.
So now,
Go.
Deja becomes a singer, bigger than Beyonce. Does Deja owe you anything? As much time as you put in the studio right now with your little cap on, you could be in your bed sleeping, but you got your shower cap on and you down there with your
That's
husband
not a
and your
shower
daughter.
cap.
Whatever.
What is that?
Do they owe you anything?
No, but I know how I raise my kids. I know that my kids will take care of me. Like, I don't expect anything from them. I'm their mother. So God put me in charge to raise them. He put us in charge.
Girl.
He trusted us with his creation.
Yes.
So I don't believe that she
Yes.
should take care of me. But I'm her momager right now anyway. So we already Grace signed this contract anyway.
See, that's not fair. She goes, I don't care, but I'll marry her anyway. So you have to give me some of that money.
Let her finish. Go ahead.
But at the end of the day, I don't. She doesn't owe me anything. I'm her mother. I owe her.
Yes.
So I owe her. She doesn't owe me anything. So, but I know my children. I had 3. They 17, 12, and this is the baby. She be 10 soon. So I know my children. I know they will look out because we have a little small business. We run a candy store as well. My oldest daughter sells candy at school. But we give her allowance and we put the money away, to teach them entrepreneurship now.
Yes.
Because of the business, she we trying to make it. We ain't got it, but in the day, she be like, when she get her money, she say, you need anything? Do you want me to go to the store and buy you something? I be like, girl, no, I got money. But like,
Hold on.
Hold on.
If she become Beyonce money now, and say, Mama, let me buy you this new house. What you gonna say?
No. But what she's saying.
Thank you, Lord.
Hold on. But
Thank you, Lord.
What's your name?
My name is Kelly.
Nice to meet you, Kelly.
Nice to meet you as well.
Wow, that's
Oh
dope.
my God, you are so beautiful.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
See, I love what you're saying because
Thank you, Kelly.
you pretty much, what you're saying is embodying how I feel about it. We bring our children into the world. It's our decision. It's our jobs to pour into them. If we get to an age where, or a situation or a circumstance where we can't take care of our business, our bills, or things that we need to do every day just to get along, then yes, I do think that our children should take care of us or do things to make our lives easier or more manageable. But if we're doing okay, then I would prefer for them to pour into themselves and their families and their future so that they could achieve a greater greatness.
Yeah.
But see, like what you said about her, she'll come to be like, Mama, do you need anything with, you know, her little coins and her little, that shows that they have the amazing heart. So you would want to know that your kids would if they could. But as parents, I personally wouldn't want that from them unless I needed it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't want to feel like, you know, I see a lot of people go bad with their parents with money. You know, and I don't want us to be like, oh, I didn't get my mother this house, so she not talking. Like, I don't
Kelly,
want all of that.
my money is my kids' money, and my kids'
You have to
money
get down lower.
is my money.
You have to
That's what I'm saying. You're supposed to leave an inheritance for your family. It's in the
Yes. I'm not looking for what my kids can do for me. I'm looking for what I can do for my kids.
It's all our money. It's
You're
all
not in the
our
frame.
money.
You gotta come.
They can see us. They can see us.
No,
It's
but
all our
I
money.
want them to see
It's
you.
all our money. But
All
Kelly,
they can see is your goatee.
But
Move
Kelly,
over.
Thank you so much, Kelly. And you know
Thank
what?
you.
DM me your daughter's thing. I want to buy some candy from your daughter.
All day.
Okay, and tell them what it stands for.
It's sweets. You know, service
With excellence every time through the Savior.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, DM me that. Tell her I want to support her business.
I sure will.
All
Thank
right.
you so much. God bless you all. And
God bless you and your family
God bless
too,
you. Be
honey.
safe.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That's dope.
Aww.
All right, let's go. Who else we got?
Kelly.
Let me see who else is there. If you want us to, okay, let's go to you, whoever you are.
Wait, someone has like 16 hands up there.
Where?
You're not going to call on them? Scroll back down.
I didn't see. Oh,
Look at them. They put like 16 hand emojis.
okay. Let's go with you.
They got something to say.
They can see us even though it cuts off because look, that's how it looks.
That's how it looks.
The screen, the full screen. By the way, this is gonna be on our next podcast. We talk about this. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Say hi.
He like, what the?
Look at him.
He's like, what the fuck is going
He's
on?
like, get this camera out of my face.
What up, man?
What's up, bro?
I woke him up, he's mad.
Why you did that to hubby like that, man? You watching all
So
repeats?
wait, you didn't tell her to put all those little hand emojis on the screen? She's like,
He was like, what the fuck is this? So, yo, bro, you're asking this question, right? You have kids. Your kids make it big. Let's say they make it to the NFL or they doctors, right? Do they owe you anything if they make it big after all the work you put in for them?
millions.
Do they owe you something?
But hold on. But you're doing all right in life. You can take care of yourself.
Fuck that. Do they owe you something?
They owe me a little sign.
See? That's what I said.
So what's a little something to you? Huh?
Asking for too much, but they owe me a little love.
See?
Like what? What's a little love?
Oh,
Your son go buy a
Hold
Rolls
on.
Royce?
Are you-
My dad one too. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
ain't nothing wrong with a little matching one.
See?
A little mansion?
He said a little matching one.
Oh, okay. A little mansion.
And that's what I'm saying. Now, Miss, what do you say, ma'am?
I say it depends on the parent situation. Like if you're a single mom and you're
Right.
struggling to raise your kid, you know, and you sacrifice a lot and you can't make ends meet and they end up doing well, then they should help out. But
Right.
yeah.
But let's say you're doing decent. Let's say you're doing well. Let's say you're doing well in life. Do you want your child to reinvest in you, or do you want a return on your investment?
No.
No.
Not if I support
Not
No.
if you're self-sufficient.
Yeah, not at all. No.
Okay, tell me why.
Because like you said, we bring the children into the world. We're until the day we die,
we have to take care of them. That's our job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't owe us anything, but
They don't owe us anything, but it would be it would.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So you're saying that you don't think they owe it to you, but would you resent them if they did not do it?
Oh, definitely not. No.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank y'all guys for checking in.
thank you.
All right,
guys.
bye.
Bye.
Catch you in the morning.
All right, bro. We'll go to one more?
Yeah, one more.
All right.
That's a bunch of...
She got all types of stuff in this one. Oh, there. I didn't mean to go to you. I'm going to go to one right here. All right. Let's see who this is. She had mad hands up.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
So we're taping our podcast right now, and we decided to get, since everybody's home right now with nothing to do,
Right.
so we decided to ask some of you guys the question that we've been talking about. So we talk about our kids all the time, and Logan and Madison, and one's about to go to college, one's in high school, and we say, if they do well, do they owe you anything? If they make it and they make a lot of money, that's the question.
Hands
that
are
we're
all
asking.
in my face.
I'm
Hands
sorry.
are all in my
I'm
face.
sorry.
Okay.
So what do you think?
I don't think they owe you, but I feel like if you raise them right, they would just want to do it anyways.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
See, I feel that way. I mean,
No, you feel as though they owe you.
if I raise them right, they're gonna give it to me
Answer
now.
my thing.
If
Wait, what?
I was waiting for you guys to answer me, and I'm telling my boyfriend because I'm so excited.
Oh. Hi, boyfriend.
What's up, boyfriend? Let me ask him. What's your name, bro?
Alex.
Alex.
Hey, Alex.
Now, Alex, let's say you have a young son, you train him, you work hard, you take him to practice every day, you do everything that a dad's supposed to do. He makes it to NFL or, NBA, or he plays soccer, and he makes millions a year. You don't think it's only right that he should say, yo, Pop, this is for you?
Oh yeah. A little bit, just a little bit.
I buy a Ferrari, Pop, here's one for you.
Just a little bit, man. I don't need much.
Yeah, see? You don't need much.
No. But you're not talking about just one car. You're talking about, you think that he owes you like a percentage or, like something regular.
I was out there shooting with him in the gym. Yes, he should give me a little bit.
He gave you the foundation, you know what I mean?
That's
he
right.
introduced you to
It was my sperm.
Wait, hold on. So let me ask you a question. Is it not thank you enough to be successful and to become the greatness that you cultivated? Is that not thank you enough?
I mean,
I think so.
I mean, yeah, it is, but we still need a little, just kind of like little recognition.
There you
So,
go.
Okay, recognition. Now, I'm not saying that a child shouldn't do something nice or nice things, but I don't want my kid to, for instance, if I have a nice house, I don't want him to spend his money or her money purchasing me a new house.
It's our
if I
money.
have it's not our money. It's his money.
Our money.
It's not our money. It's his money.
Ours.
Okay, I wouldn't want him because to me, that's money that he can put into himself and his family. His wife, his children. I wouldn't want to take away from that. I wouldn't want to be another bill, another expense, another burden, another consideration for my kids. I lived my life. I made my money. I did what I had to do. Now, hopefully I'm in a situation where I'm comfortable. Unless I'm unfortunate, I don't want anything from my kids. All I want to do is sit back and watch them flourish.
Nah, B.
That's it.
How many times do I tell my son to turn off the goddamn lights? He'll turn the shit off. He owes me for that. How many times he eat mad burgers, mad juice, drinks water, leaves half of it on the counter?
Not in the frame.
Nah,
but you
B.
know what though? You know why they can say that though? Because they know moms is the first one to get taken care of, no matter what. They buy moms a house before they buy themselves out, which they should.
And I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want that. Like, you achieve something, you go do for yourself. You go get that house. You go buy those toys. You start investing in something that's going to make you more money. Why would I want to take money away from you that you can invest to get you even more established?
When I go to the old folks' home, I want to pull up in the Ferrari. That's all I'm saying.
Whatever.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Appreciate you guys for being part of our live. We just wanted to talk about that. It'll be on probably this week's podcast or next week's podcast.
Probably not this Wednesday.
Not this Wednesday. Next
Probably
week,
the
next
following
week, yeah.
Wednesday.
So this is why we're gonna do our podcast from now on. We're gonna talk to you guys and get your opinion.
Can you get your hand on my face though? Thanks. All blocking my frame. Blocking my frame.
You never know with her. All right. But we'll see you guys
I be everywhere.
We appreciate you guys for checking it, and make sure you look out for the next podcast. All right. Shout again to everybody that joined us today on Instagram Live. It's something that we're going to try maybe once a month where we ask a question and really just get your opinions. And that way we can talk to you guys. All right. So thank you so much. And please be safe out there. You know, we're all have to be in the house. We should stay in the house. We should try to not let this coronavirus continue to spread. So let's just try to stay at the house. I know it's difficult. Let's just create content in the house and let's support each other. I see so many people. Shout to DJ D Nice. I seen him DJing at the crib, which was like a huge dance party for everybody. I seen people doing workout videos and cooking videos. So just support each other. Let's stay in the house now so we can get out later. All right. So just be safe out there. And again, shout to Custom Candle Company for keeping us smelling good, keeping us bright. And they have some of the dopest candles out there. I mean, they recycle liquor bottles and champagne bottles and put them into nice, cuts and designs and all that other good stuff. So we just want to say thank you to Custom Candle Company. Marcy, we appreciate it. If you want to order a candle, just go to her website or go to her Instagram and definitely check her out. Perfect for, I was gonna say Christmas, perfect for Mother's Day, perfect for any of your holidays. And you have something special, a special boo in your world, in your life, you can definitely send her a candle as well. And people have been asking about these Casey Crew mugs and these Casey Crew wine glasses. This is what we sip out of. If you want to order one, you can too. Just hit up.
Sorry about him sometimes.
Just go to Bootcamp Benz. That is her Instagram, or go to the Casey Crew podcast. Hit us on the DM, and we can possibly send you one of these. Just hit her up, and she'll give you all the information to get one of these. All right. And that's about it, man. It's time to get up out of here.
So did you have fun with
everything
we did today?
I did have fun, man. I love talking to people. I love talking to you, but talking to people sometimes. It's just sometimes you just get crazy people with crazy ideas, and I love it. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we'll see you guys next week. I'm DJ Envy.
And I am Kia Casey.
And that was another edition of the Casey Crew.
Doodles.